car. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video where we have crept up on approximately 1 year since buying the Racetrack. I'm a little bit early on my year anniversary, but I just wanted to make this video because we've had a couple of big milestones hit, and I thought what better way to do it than by walking the track and chatting real quick. The first thing to go over is that in the town and county that this track is located, I have my conditional land use permit secured and approved unanimously by the zoning committee and almost unanimously by the town board, minus one person who actually couldn't vote on it, being there would be a conflict of interest. So it went as good as you could have possibly hoped, and honestly I feel like it went better than I could have hoped, because I asked for a little bit, and at the meeting when it actually took place I got quite a bit more than I actually had asked for as far as time and day allotments, things like that, where I can operate the track. So 1 year ago this place was totally abandoned, and right now it's pretty cleaned up. It's looking okay. I got big changes coming in this area probably in the next few weeks, but specifically this week I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff dropped off here in the next couple of days as I'm filming this. That's gonna make a huge change in this area. We're also going to be relocating a ton of fencing and opening up this area right here, but I don't want to give away too much yet. It's going to be developing as you guys watch this, and yeah, just stay tuned for future videos. But in today's video we got a few things to go over. We celebrated our victory with the town and county a little bit by having a couple of my really good friends come out and drift, and of course the Time Attack Cutlass, when Cody came out, they did a little bit of testing after the winter's changes that he did. So if you haven't yet, check out these guys on Instagram. They're the two drivers that have an Instagram. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pull up to that footage real quick and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so here is what's left, plus 3. What I count in the pile of remaining tires is these large ones, and now I'm actually going a little bit back and forth on even keeping these, because I've been told by a couple of people in the racing industry that these actually make for a pretty harsh landing, or a really rough barrier, and actually does a lot of damage to vehicles compared to small tires that might be packed up in a pile of sorts. So let me know what you think about that. If you have any experience with using these on a wood line in particular to keep drivers and vehicles out of trees, is this better? Is this worse? There's not a way you can just Google this, so please drop a comment if you have first-hand experience as a corner worker or in the insurance industry or something like that. But regardless, the final count after I think a few more trips was 332 tires dropped off, and I count exactly 60 left here in the pile, making for 392. So big congratulations to the winner, who I will put right here. I'm going to send you a t-shirt. Thank you everyone for dropping your guess in the guess how many tires are left game. But also a big thank you to everybody that picked up a t-shirt or a hoodie or some piece of merch on the store, which I'll link again in the description. Every t-shirt or hoodie you guys pick up cleans up approximately 2 or 3 tires, and we're, you know, quite a bit of money into just recycling tires. A lot of people have asked, why would you not keep them around? And it's a pretty simple answer. It's because they were all mismatched sizes, and you really want a uniform and clean tire to start with. You know, say all 18-inch tires, so you can make bundles out of them and they'll be movable barriers. So having all these mismatched tires was doing no good. Not only that, the bugs seem to be out, or at least the sand flies, they're buzzing all around my head. So this would have turned into a mosquito heaven. I actually drilled holes in all these tires while I was moving them to keep the water out. It's like I got 2 in this one, but 3/4-inch hole saw does a world of good, and these are all actually void of water for the most part. So what's left is not going to be a real problem for me. I might end up recycling them, I might not. I need to get some input from people that really know if these are going to help me or not along the wood line over on the track. But that's all for the tire segment of today's video. Let's get into some drifting and autocrossing action.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm more scared than hurt. Been it too. That would have been it. So there was a couple of laps on the track. We were just out playing around that day. We had a drift trike out here that my good friend has, and we were all just kind of playing around, having a good time, enjoying the warm weather that we finally got. I've got a little bit of service I need to do to the F935 John Deere lawnmower that I bought last year. A couple of months ago, I became an AMSOIL independent dealer, and I will be running that stuff in everything that I've got. I just started learning how to ride motorcycles, and I got my motorcycle license, and I put it in my Yamaha MT-03. I've got it in the mower now that I'll be using the heck out of out here. I mean, if you look around, I've got about 20 acres out here, and a lot of it is grass, so I'll be doing a ton of cutting, and what I really need is the best engine oil I could possibly put in it. When my truck comes due for an oil change, it's going to get AMSOIL in it, and pretty much everything else, especially the drift car and the Trans Am, when it comes time to service those. I recently did both of them, so there's only maybe 100 or so miles on each one. But anyways, big shout out to Mighty Mouse Solutions. I bought all their catch cans for the last few vehicles that I've had, and when I was chatting with the owner, they sent me this nice banner to put up here. So super happy to represent Mighty Mouse. Talking with the tech support center, trying to figure out what I should put in the Camaro. I got to chatting with the guy, and he was familiar with the track because AMSOIL is local to me. Their headquarters is in Superior, so I got a few banners from them too. We'll be putting that stuff up, but nevertheless, talk about a crazy change from last year. Those of you that have been around for, you know, the last couple dozen videos or whatever, what a difference. Place doesn't look abandoned anymore, and to that point, it's not. Well, I don't want to ramble on and on. We've got two huge legal hurdles out of the way. I could not actually host public events and technically charge for it without a conditional land use permit. So we went through many meetings where there was some neighbors who were rightfully upset about new noise in the area. If you guys want to know any more about what it takes to get land use permits or the legal side of things or insurance or what this all really takes to make legit and a safe thing for everyone to do, drop a comment down below. I'll make a video all about that. It's pretty monotonous. It's some dry subject matter, but there's multiple meetings that take place in front of multiple boards, and people have time to give their opinion on the matter. Many of the neighbors came out who I finally had the chance to meet. It was nice to meet all of them, and they voiced their opinions on the matter, and ultimately we got our conditional land use permit. So I'm pretty happy to say that being the place had such a spotted past, we pretty much absolved that to this point. So we got a fresh start out here. We got the green light from the town and the county, which is a really, really big deal. I don't know how different it is maybe where you guys live, but it's usually kind of jumping over quite the hurdle to do something like this, especially being it's motorsports and you're making noise and whatnot. This will be no different than any racetrack that you go to, and we've rehabilitated it to the point and got our paperwork sorted out to the degree that I guess you could say it's legit. But there's a little bit more to figure out with insurance. I've got to do some work on the buildings. We got to get barriers in place and set and everything. All that stuff is coming in due time. Well, not even due time, it's coming soon. I hope you guys liked today's video. It was a little bit all over the place, but we got over a huge, huge hurdle, and I'm really proud to say that Black River Motorsports Park is now an official motorsports park as far as the town and county are concerned. I would like to say that there's been a lot of people over the last year that have said, you know, it's a shame that you bought this for your friends to play on, etc. You know, it's just another lost place still as far as the public is concerned. But you know what? What do you say now? We're gonna have public events here. We've already got a concert and car show scheduled, and we also have 2 more car shows scheduled, so that's all public stuff. And I'm aiming to have the public here in a much larger way than I have previously been able to. So, hope you guys liked today's video. I'm gonna get out of here. If you want to support the track, pick up some merch at the link in the description. But until next time, we'll see you guys later. Nothing amazing happened with a small change. Everybody's favorite tractor. Ursula is back, started right up, and I'm gonna go pick up a whole bunch of old wooden fencing and looks like stake posts that are along the wood line up on the side of the track. So I'm gonna fill up the bucket, put it on the burn pile, and